So in this Sketchup snippet, we're going to return to the topic of components and the very familiar topic of students who do stuff like this and end up by one way or another, and there are a number of ways that this can happen, by making the error of making components within components. So if you see this is a component, and if I double click on it, you'll find there seem to be two components inside it. This happens to a lot of students, and I still haven't quite worked out why, because I think the instructions are pretty clear. When you make a component, you just click to the side in order to get it out of the component when you're editing it. You don't have to make it a component twice. So here's another example. You've got a component, and inside of it are two copies of the same component. So this is something students do all the time. Now, thankfully, it's an easy thing to fix, and if you right click on the extra component that you have, the one that contains the two copies of the component, if you right click or control click on a Mac, here where you can choose edit component, there's also this one which says explode. That's not going to blow it up, but what it is going to do is it's going to destroy the outside component which is containing those two. So now what I have is I'm back to just those two pieces, separate from each other, movable independently and not inside the same component. Again, show you one more time. I've got this component which consists of two components inside it, which you shouldn't do. Control click or right click, explode, and that destroys the outer component, but you've still got your inner components. Now, if you've got a component and you don't want it to be a component anymore, you can also choose explode, and then it's back to being just a normal drawing, and then you can do something to it and make it a component again, or combine it with something else and make that into a component. Either way, knowing how to explode is a real useful thing to do.